Tennessee River Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The Volunteers ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Straight ahead, it's Carr. He breaks a tackle.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Eight-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Joseph. Timed it perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Looking for that first down on third and short from the 28. Trying to slip through and pick it up. There he goes. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wisconsin. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He had a vision of getting loose, but he'll go out of bounds at the 18. Making the adjustment. On the option. Now the toss. And he swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass, it's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
Well, Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Running inside. It's Bishop. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
This is an interesting decision now for the head coach. You're trailing very early in the game, and there's a lot of football left. But you're in a situation where you could go for it here and try and answer after your defense gave up that touchdown on the opening drive.
And the Volunteers send out the punt unit. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Hits inside. It's Carr. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2. The Badgers want to move quickly.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Left side, it's Rigby. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Fires to the wideout. Out wide right, it's Saunders.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Has it. They will score. Touchdown, Badgers. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Trying to get them outflanked on the jet sweep. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Vols will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. They'll run the screen. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Vols in a good spot here with 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, I just feel watching this offense, they need a big play. They need their confidence to get going, get the mojo going, considering they really struggled their last time out. They just don't seem to have figured it out quite yet here in the first quarter.
They'll try to get the first through the air.
I think a lot of fans were hoping that this offense maybe made some adjustments considering how much they struggled the last time they took the field. And early in this first quarter, it still seems like they're trying to iron some things out, just not clicking the way they need to be.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Quarterback changing the play. To stop him short on 4th down.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Throwing Joseph. Finds his target.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And after that last completion, left them with just a yard or so to go for a first down. How will they attack on 2nd and short? Looking to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Carr. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The run inside. It's Carr. Got the first down. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
And that's the second time today, man. Like, you see, it looks like he's going in fast forward. He's got some jets, man. This guy can really, really move. This offense does such a nice job of finding creative ways to get him the football. And we've already seen it today. A couple of explosive plays, and they're going to continue to feature this young man.
This defense has been sliced and diced and now facing another 1st and goal. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. As we come to the end of the period, Wisconsin has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, Wisconsin! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the 1st quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Moves the pocket. It's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. Finds his man on the RPO. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
Fresh set of downs going up top. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here comes Wisconsin's offense to get this drive underway. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Showing off the arms. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Joseph fires left. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, they're able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
So here is the Tennessee offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Moving the pocket, it's Bailey. Looking left. Wilson's got it. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I think the biggest issue in the passing game for this offense has been accuracy, right? The last time this guy took the field, he completed less than 50% of his throws, and you're seeing that again in this game. Just hasn't been able to put the ball where he wants it to go.
2nd and long here. Wants to keep it in the air. Setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's caught. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Well, on a lot of 3rd downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target, not just on this offense, but on offenses all around the country as well. And on that 3rd down, really nice route, gets the separation, able to make the catch. They pick up the 1st, and they keep this drive alive.
A 1st half turnover can swing momentum. He's loose on the right. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Badgers. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Sells to fake. Rush right in his face. Fires on the move. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing Joseph. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. A great catch and run for 6. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. To the air. It's Bailey. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it along the sideline. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. They've been completely lethargic in this first half, but finally some signs of life.
And we've seen it, Reese, throughout time, throughout college football history. You get that one big play, momentum starts to come in, and I don't know.
Intercepted! intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And they'll take over first and 10.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Joseph. Fires to the big fella. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy.
Got enough space. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Badgers! He is putting the Badgers on his back. Reminds me of games we called when Russell Wilson was at the helm.
And I know Wisconsin fans get jacked up when they get great quarterback play. They don't get it very often. They don't get the explosive numbers with this offense. But this dude, he's putting on a show, and I guarantee you they are jumping around.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. 'Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Back's got it on the screen. Breaks into the open. Past the 50. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. He takes it in. Touchdown, Wisconsin. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
And they did tack on the extra point. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Bailey. Look out! And he never had a chance. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Shoots it to the left. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
He's going to take off. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down.
It's a little demoralizing, too, I think, if you're on defense, because it looked like you had him, right? It's 3rd down. Everybody's getting ready for a big sack. They're
a little trickeration, looking to throw. Gets rid of it. And he makes the tackle, but not before the 1st down is picked up and the gamble pays off. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Play action on 1st down. He rifles one deep down the middle. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with Texas Tech taking on the #1 team, the UCLA Bruins. And it's the Red Raiders with one of the biggest wins in program history, taking down the #1 team in the country. And that's 4 straight on the season for this team as they continue what is now a nice little streak. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. What could go wrong did in the 1st half, and they start this 3rd quarter at the bottom of... Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. Looking for more room. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers! He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We got to stop turning the football over.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw, it's Bailey. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the 1st half. 2nd half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Hunt is on its way. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there.